Hello, today I'm going to be talking to you about what the strongest armor set was in the entire Tales of Arcadia franchise. Now, when I say armor set, I don't mean like what the Knights of Camelot were wearing, because that was just regular armor. I mean, it might have been magically enchanted to take the attacks of trolls, but that's about it. But what I'm talking about is Troll Hunter armor, Jim's Amulet armor. And there's three main contenders. There is the Daylight armor, Eclipse armor, and what I don't know the name of it. The one that he wore in the film, the one with Excalibur, the one that Krell made. I think his name was Krell. I haven't watched it in a while. But yeah, so those are the three main contenders. And at first, you might immediately go, it can't be a Daylight armor. It can't even defeat Gunmar. That's a valid point, except it was the same armor set that not only took out Bular, but it also took out Angor-Rot, one of the strongest villains in all of Tales of Arcadia. And if you don't think he is one of the strongest, then you are just wrong. I'm sorry, but you're wrong, because he took out, I don't remember the exact amount, but he took out like 5 troll hunters. He took out 5 of them, yeah, and judging by what's left of his body, he didn't even use golems for them. I mean, he might have used some, but because he tears pieces off his own body to make golems, there's not that much missing off of his body. Now, unless trolls heal, like humans, or any other animal, like if their things regenerate, I don't think he used golems. And then there's the Eclipse armor, which it's strong enough to take out Gunmar, yeah, but we don't really see it do much else, did we? I mean, it scratched Morgana, and that's about it. We didn't really see it do much else. And yeah, the fact it took out Gunmar, really, really impressive, really solid. But there's not much else it can do, really. I mean, unless they reboot all of Trollhunters and show us something else that an Eclipse armor set can do, I don't think it's actually that strong. I mean, yeah, it had the Triumbric stones, but they're not the strongest. I mean, they're meant to fight Gunmar. They give him a shield, a helmet, and some glaives, I think they are. But then again, that compared to like Excalibur, for example, that they don't really compare. And I've got some evidence to prove that, I think. So this is a brief recapitulation of Troll Lore, Volume 48, and this one is made, or as it says, it's made by, James Jr., it's made by the Troll Hunter, and it doesn't say how strong the Triumbric Stones are. I mean, yeah, it talks about them, and it, levels up the amulet, it says, but it don't really say they're, powerful. And yeah, it shows the weapons, but then again, don't really say a lot about them aside from the blade. So yeah, if even Jim didn't say that, they're powerful, then how can we assume that the Triumbric Stones actually give him any power? I mean, for all we know, they could actually just be, opening things in his armor and allowing him to change the colour of it, which is pretty much what he did. So yeah, that's what I find really weird. However, before I go onto onto the Excalibur set, there is one more stone that we never saw in any of the series. It's in the books. It's Troll Hunter Book 2, I believe, Welcome to the Darklands. And in it, Jim, when he's in the Darklands, he finds this, city of, of Gum-Gums who rebelled against Gunmar. And he takes a rock from them, and because we've got the equipment for it, he files it down into a thing, puts it in his armour, and it gives him quite possibly the strongest weapons he's ever had. He gets these whips, which can wrap around his enemies' necks, and he can just drag them around, which he did it to 2 of those, I think they were called, those fire cats, if you know what I'm on about. Yeah, he dunked them in water using them, and it also gave him the ability to just go pretty much invisible. I'm not even kidding, in it, when he's about to get devoured by, that smoke thing, an Monstrum, he just hides against the wall, because he's scared, and then it stops because it can't see him because he turned it camouflage. So that good of camouflage that you couldn't see him at all. And while you might be thinking, well, they're the books, might not be canon. This one is. There's no. I. No one says it's canon, but I think it is because you know when he makes that map in the Darklands and the drawing of his friends, he has a piece of chalk. Where did he get that from? One of the people in that city. They even explicitly give it to him and something to drink water out of. So yeah, I do believe that it is canon. So that made his armor 10 times stronger. And if he had kept that stone, but he threw it away for some reason, if he'd kept that stone, then I guarantee Gunmar wouldn't have stood a chance. He would have had range and everything. So yeah, that's good. But then there's Excalibur armor set, which we didn't see much of. In fact, we barely saw any of it. It was in the movie for like 15 minutes, I'd say. Maybe no, way less, like 5 minutes actually. And yet it had Excalibur, which is really good, and it was able to take out Belrock, I think her name was. Yeah, it was. But the only reason Jim won was because of Toby with the unmagic generator. So we can't really gauge the abilities of Excalibur armor set, although Excalibur was the only blade to take out Merlin, and it took Morgana's hand, so I suppose it's immediately more powerful than the Eclipse armor set. But my question is, what would have happened if they used the Triumvic stones on it? Like, I know I just said they're not that powerful, but I still want to know. So like, yeah, we don't really know what the strongest armor set is at all, and we never will know because obviously the series ended quite a while ago. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, in my opinion, the strongest armor set, without a doubt, is actually the Daylight armor set. Yeah, I don't believe it's the Eclipse one. I mean, yeah, I just don't believe it. So, what do you think is the strongest armor set? And by the way, if you haven't seen the series Troll Hunters or the entire trilogy of Tales of Arcadia, I recommend going to watch it. It's on Netflix. The first series is called Troll Hunters. The second one is called Three Below. The third one is called Wizard of Arcadia. Then the film is called what you call it? Rise of Titans. And then then there's other things like the books, which I'll actually grab one now. I got two instead. So I got Way of the Wizard, which includes Merlin. I don't know. I haven't read this one yet, so I don't know. And this one has got Angor Reborn. So this might let me see some more of what this armor could do. And again, both of those books have Jim in the Daylight armor set, so that's just even more proof. And then there's the comics as well. I've got one, but I'm not going to go get it. Then there's obviously these, which if you want a really good insight to all of Trollhunters, I recommend getting these, but they are quite pricey. And then there's the Book of Gath. Well, I'm not going to get into it, but there's a game as well. But anyways, yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Go read the books. Go read the original book that started the series. Yeah, go read that. But anyways, yeah, that's what I think about it. So just let me know what you think is the strongest one.